Hello everyone, I'm Savannah.
And I'm Doug.
Together we're
S&D's Music Reviews.
In today's video, not only will we be introducing our channel to you guys,
but we're also going to be reviewing our first album together. Isn't that exciting?
It's so exciting. We have a break for intro.
All right.
There.
All right. Before we review our first album,
we want to introduce our channel to you guys who are watching and are going to continue watching our channel. So the question for us to be answering is, why did we want to make a YouTube channel?
Why did you want to make a YouTube channel, Savannah?
I wanted to make a YouTube channel because I love music. My room is covered in Beatles stuff. I'm obsessed with the Beatles. I just love music, and I was driving my family crazy just talking about music all the time. So my mom threw out the idea of having a platform where I could talk to people, and my dad right here, he decided that it would be cool if he kind of helped me create something together.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it. I love music also. I love to talk music, and I love my daughter, and so I want to support her in everything she does. So I'm really excited to do this with y'all. So, all right, that's out of the way. Why don't we just start reviewing our first album? What do you say?
That we should.
Let's
start. So we're going to start reviewing our first album, and this album means a lot to us. The first song on this album right here, my sister could listen to all day, every day. It's one of her probably her favorite song.
It's a dope song.
It's
a great song.
It's a great song. And that album that we have today for our first album is
Rubber Soul.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I love this band, and I love this album. Yeah. So, do you want to talk about why you love this album so much?
Yeah, so for our first review, our first album, we wanted to pick something that was really special to all of us. And I have to say, Rubber Soul is an album that has been special to me since I was a kid. One of the first albums I can ever remember remembering listening to my parents cleaning on a Saturday, and just the sound coming through the house, and everybody was so excited and so happy. And you know, and of course everyone talks about this, but the great thing about the Beatles is, like, no matter what stage in your life, they're always relevant, they're always meaningful. And so I went from being a kid to, like, there are songs from this album from high school that meant a lot to me, and then songs from, you know, when your mother and I fell in love and were adults that were special from this album. And so it's just something that, it's so amazing, it's so melodic, so perfect. So the Beatles balancing their mastery of melody and harmony with some experimentation that they were just really getting into. It's an exciting album.
Yeah, and this, I know that some songs that I'm about to mention are hit or miss, but George Harrison's sitar starts here, which is what I meant by the hit or miss thing.
I thought you said the sitar stuff was good here.
Well, in here it's good, but like some other, like
but
some
this
of
album.
other, yes, but some of his other sitar stuff is hit or miss. But I love this album because one of my first favorite Beatles songs is on this album, which we'll get to later, and kind of like the same thing that my dad said, it just has always mean a lot to me. And I remember just listening to it when I was younger, but it's still me. I still listen to it almost every day.
What's the first record you ever bought? Rubber Soul at a hipster record store in downtown Madison.
Yeah. Before we went to the Paul McCartney concert, with my friend who also loves the Beatles the same amount as me. So now let's start answering some questions.
Well, why don't we jump to one of the features on our show, Highs and Lows.
So in highs and lows, we talk about our top 2 favorite songs from this album, and our top 2, not least favorite, but like
The
out
lows.
of this album, yeah, like all the albums are great on most every
Relatively
album.
speaking, the
Yeah.
lows are still better than most of the crap that's out there. But
Yeah.
some things are better than others.
Yes. So let's start off with the best. You can go first.
All right. For me, first of all, it's so hard to really pick 2 songs out of this that are the best for me. But just the way this album starts, that bass line from Paul, and then it just starts popping and rocking. Drive My Car is so good. So, and that's Marina's favorite song, of
Yeah,
course, too.
my sister Marina.
But it was my favorite before then. It's such a great, fun, cool song. I love it so much. And the other one would be I'm Looking Through You, which is another Paul song, because I'm a Paul head, admittedly so. And again, just so fantastic. Like as soon as the song starts, it just grabs you and pulls you through with this amazing melody, and it's so much fun, and I love it.
I love I'm Looking Through You, but that's what I was talking about, why I love this album. I'm Looking Through You is a song that I mentioned that kind of got me to be a Beatlemaniac. I heard it and I was like, oh my god, this is an amazing song. And let me get into my top 2. So I love all the songs on this album so very much. And like my dad said, he's a Paul head. I love Ringo, but
I love Ringo too.
Yeah, but he's my favorite. All of them are equal, but he's my favorite. But his song on this album, I feel like, isn't the best. So I'm not saying that it's the worst, but it's just not in my top 2. I just wanted to say that since my dad mentioned the
The
Paul
song
head
is
thing.
What Goes On.
What Goes On. It's a great song, but it's just not one of the best
Yeah,
on this
it's
album.
fun.
Yeah. So my top 2 songs, which I think my number 1 song is your least favorite. So my number 1 song is Run For Your Life. I think it's a great way to end the album. It just, John's singing in here is just great, and I think it really just ties the whole album together. And yeah, there's not much more to say about it. I just really love it. And for my second favorite is Think For Yourself. Another one that I really was into at the beginning, when I was really at the beginning stages of my Beatlemaniac, or whatever people call it. Like, I still love it, and it just makes me really happy. So let's get to the low.
So, yes, you correctly predicted. My least favorite song in this album, without question, is Run For Your Life. We're still working on her being a better feminist, people. Savannah, I get the first line of the song, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. Now, someone could say it's just a song, he's just writing poetry, but John is someone with a history of domestic violence previous to this, and it just makes the rest of the song so icky. And I cannot separate that out. I really can't.
If you're just listening to the song and you don't think about that, the whole song, then you're just like, oh, this is a good song. John wrote lyrics that might seem a little weird, but, it's just Beatles songs. They wrote other weird stuff, too.
It's not weird.
I know, but when you're first hearing it, you just think it's weird lyrics.
No, a lot of people don't pay attention to what lyrics are actually
Yeah.
saying. They're just like, oh, this sounds nice.
Yeah.
But you should listen to what the lyrics are saying.
But if you're
Or else
thinking
you're
about
gonna
it, you
end up-
realize, oh yeah, this is messed up.
You're going to end up saying something horrible and not realize what a song really means.
Yeah. And what's your other least favorite?
Again, I love the whole album, but probably Michelle, My Belle, is a song that is as big of a Paul head as I am. I find him to be like at his like sugar sweetest. At that, just like the choice of instruments and the like, it's so sweet and saccharine and soft, and I just can't like, it just, it's not as special to me. I can admit it's wonderfully melodic and put together and all, because it's a Beatles song written by Paul, of course it is, but too much for me.
I was debating putting that as my number 2, so it's kind of...
I think that's number 2. Poop.
Sorry.
Hey, it's our channel. You don't have to apologize.
I'm sorry. I love all the songs on this album, but if I had to put 2 down for my least favorite, I'm probably gonna have to put The Word. It's just that...
Do you know what The Word is? Are you listening to those lyrics?
It's love, but it just never really clicked with me when I first heard the song. Of course it's a Beatles song, I'm gonna love it. It just has never really been one of the songs that it's one of those songs that, like my next song, like I'll shuffle play my playlist and it's like, oh, The Word, or You Won't See Me, which is my next song, and I'll just kind of skip over it, because there are times, like with all Beatles songs, or all songs I loved, like I'll go through stages of loving them and stages of like, oh, I don't really enjoy them as much as I used to. So that's the reason why I put You Won't See Me and The Word
today
down.
it's at your lows.
Yes.
But it might not be there tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it could be Think for Yourself or Run for Your Life.
Run for Your Life is your number 1.
I know, but it could change. Like, this is my point.
You mean if you actually get a conscience and care about domestic violence?
Okay. Let's... So, that was us talking about Rubber Soul, one of our favorite albums, and
yep.
we really enjoyed doing this, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, if you have any ideas of albums you'd like us to cover, please put it down in the comment section down there.
And if you have any questions for us to answer for those albums, put them down below, and we will...
You could put it in the same comment that you recommend the album. You can also ask a question.
It can be like a very magical
You
thing.
can also put multiple comments.
Yeah,
okay.
it can be...
It's on you.
It'll make me feel better because then there'll be more comments. But
gotta hit those numbers.
But we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you all. Great talking music with you.
Yep.